Welcome to the show. This episode for Brand That Matters, we are very lucky to have the founder of Stone & Co, one of Malaysia's top streetwear, and the founder, of course, with us today, Andrew Ngor. Welcome to the show, Andrew.
Hello, hi, Dr. KK. Thank you. Thanks for the invitation.
About your brand, I think most some of my staff, younger ones, they say, wow, they are so excited. Hey, you sure or not? The founder of Stone & Co is coming for our podcast. I say yes, and especially later I introduce you to my manager, one of my sales manager.
Okay.
Every week, at least 3 days, he will be wearing your t-shirt. Okay. Then sometimes I tell him, hey, bro, sometimes we have to go and see this presentation for the corporate. You sure? Never mind, ma. I mean, I'm young, ma. Okay, I say, okay, never mind. Up to you. So this is I think the brand engagement that you have, lah. I would say, the fanatics, for your brands. So before we dwell into the emergence and also the success of your brand, I want our listener to actually know more about you before the brand. Okay, can you share with us how were you like during the college year? Mm-hmm. And maybe a lot of people out there also been very curious. Is this your first venture into this streetwear, into entrepreneurship? Maybe you can share more with us, Andrew.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Ngor, founder of Stone & Co. Right, so yeah, man, Stone & Co. have been here for 13 years for now. So this year is our 13 years anniversary. So 13 years back, I think Stone & Co. I guess it will be my third brand that I started, in this whole career. Okay. So I started way back, I think it's on 17 years back, So I started my very first brand, 18 Inspiration. So 18 Inspiration was just a resale. Okay. So that time was still social media era, but the social media was so early though, like Instagram. Okay. And then Instagram only available at iOS, that era. Oh. You remember the early days. Okay. So Android, the Samsung friend don't have Instagram on. Okay. And then until I think for 3 years, and then only Android adopted, and then become iOS and Android.
So you were the
I was
early
there.
adopter.
I think I was in the Instagram era. I think on the second year, I would say. Mm-hmm. First year is first 1.5 years. Then I started playing already. So yeah. So that time I was just doing reselling. The reselling of high end fashion. So brands like Givenchy, LV, Louboutin, Burberry, things like that. So in terms of this collection, there's some of the SKUs that is very hype driven or very sought after by the fashion group of people.
How do you know what model to buy or what basically specific?
This one is really about sense.
About sense.
Yeah, sometimes I think in this game, if you really want to, I think baseline to do this game is that you need to have sense. Some people say in business you need to have passion. Baseline, but I think in this one, passion important, but sense also very important, likely important. Even you got passion without a bit of sense, I think it makes a big difference.
Fashion sense.
Maybe it's just not okay. Don't say fashion, because fashion have a lot of
definition,
yes. Right? I think me is just streetwear. In this niche market.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of way doing fashion. In a different point of way. Mm-hmm. So I think mine is, I'm just saying in this streetwear. In this hype group of people. So I think. So that time I think it's more about sense. So a lot of, I guess it will be a lot of bet and error lah. Mm-hmm. So out of 10 items that you buy, probably you will nail it 6. You nail it 7 items. So 3 to 4 items you probably cannot sell. Things like that. Okay. So yeah. So ended up all the items that I cannot sell. So I would ended up wearing those items. Which ended up. I got a lot of items after 2 years of running the brand. Yeah, in my closet, in my shoe-case, and I realized that why I still don't have money, in terms of that, Yeah.
That's asset, different asset class. But what prompted you to start this business?
What prompted me?
There must be one specific incident whereby you.
Okay. I think, right. I think when I started fashion, it just comes naturally in. I know that I want to do business, okay, and then I think it's an opportunity at that time. I love fashion. It's so young. I think at my age at that time, around 19, 20 years old, I was so much in love. After I just came back from Australia, then I was with a group of friends that they are really having a very good high lifestyle, but at the same time they really love fashion. So at that high fashion, and then at that timing I only able to just go window shopping with them and everything. Then only I realized that then I see a resemblance that all these rich people, when they buy something, right, or they buy brands, these are only the few resemblance, or this is few designs, same items that they would like to buy, things like that. And I think it comes with the sense. And then when I come back, and then I feel that Malaysia is an upcoming one. There's this group of people who love fashion and who love premium brands that
this
they would like to
movement,
correct. So that time I was thinking to do that, bring it over, just test it like that. And yeah, so I was doing that, and then until I think I changed 18 Inspiration into a brand, Then only I realized, I think I changed it to a brand because I realized that after 2 years I don't have, I have the branding, have the fame, have the look, have everything, has style, just about fashion. Fashion is very, 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 very 表面, you know what I mean? So I was thinking then you still don't have money, But end goal is, if you want to work so much, is having a good life, but at the same time you still need to have money, right?
Disposable income.
Yes, you need to have money. I mean, if not, you are not stable,
Correct.
Right? So then I thinking to start own brand, and then start own brand is just an idea, So when you want to start own brand, you need to come up with a lot of collection, and I think one of the collection is the early one. I think on the third, I'm very glad, very lucky. On the second or third one, that collection is a cap. So the cap, the time I was just writing the word, right, is RKOI. RKOI. Okay, so this RKOI is an abbreviation. Okay, so it's an abbreviation. So like let's say people saying
RKOI. What's the abbreviation?
What's some of the abbreviation? Some now is using one let's say NGL. It means not gonna lie. Things like that. So this one,
YOLO
YOLO. Yeah, you only live once, right? So RKOI, when I started that time, is the Instagram era. So I think it's on the third year. The adoption of Samsung haven't one, just about to start, So when I resell the high items, right, it's considered more expensive lah. So one T-shirt probably 3,000, one shoes probably.
That time already
3,000. Now more expensive. Now high-end streetwear brand. Now one T-shirt is 5,000 to 6,000. One T-shirt, Back then, you're talking about expensive, right? Now lagi expensive, bro.
True.
Lagi cannot afford. That's why I was thinking wait, this how much inflation and how much the world have changed, I think things, maybe it's just different era lah. So things are really expensive, things like that. I was saying that
after it get expensive, this RKOI.
Oh yes, the RKOI. Then I was reselling. Then I changed it into my own brand, right? So when I was doing reselling, me and my group of friends, and everything, that time because I will be wearing those items, to be styled and everything. So there will be this dissing culture. It's dissing, like people make fun. Make fun got good and bad. Maybe it's just people saying. But it's a bit of make fun. Then the make fun, people will put hashtag under your photo. So you will take OOTD, OOTD, right? So your outfit of the day. So the time after you do your outfit of the day, people will comment down there RKOI. It means rich kid of Instagram.
Oh, okay.
You get what I mean or not?
Yes.
So it means rich kid of Instagram. So that time in the culture, if people comment that, people will say that, oh no, I'm not. You know what I mean? Or not? I'm poor kid, like Picoy, it's things like that, So, but it's a movement already at that time, So I was thinking that I want to have something to, what people perceive is bad, right? To change what the society mindset. So it means, right, you reach, if people saying that you reach, then I think it's good that you can let people feel that feeling, you know what I mean or not?
Correct.
Before you become rich, you need to have a feeling that you are rich. You need to give yourself the feeling that I'm rich, that you are content. You know what I mean? That you are confident. Things like that. Rich is not about you need to have how much in your bank. You get what I mean?
Correct.
You have rich of wisdom, rich of love, you know, rich of
Rich life,
friendship,
yeah.
you know, rich of life. So then I have the mindset of this quote, and then I make it like a movement. So like make Malaysia great again, something like that, you know. So I started this, but that time we didn't explain what is it about and everything. So I do a shoot about it and everything, and then it flew, you know, and then it flew up that people. Then after that, I have stories talking about like, you know, rich. It's not doesn't mean about money like what I meant just now.
Yeah.
And then this collection blew up until I changed color. Like I think just the cap, man, like sold like 7,000 to 8,000 of this cap, you know.
That time, one cap you're selling for how much?
148.
148. Wow.
Crazy. Man. Better price than now, to be honest, man. It's madness, you know. But I believe now you probably can still do that. Market is different, you know. Acceptance of the brand is different. More competition, you know, things like that. But I think that just show me, you know, when you have a very good concept, you have a very good idea, you know, people, your fans or your customers, they can kind of relate, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not very much about money lah, you know what I mean? It's
Correct.
about how they want to be relate to this brand.
So
Yeah.
after the success of RKOI cap, what's next?
What's next?
What prompted you to move on? What will be your next venture? You still continue
Then
with this?
that time, yeah, I think we still come up with collections and everything. But you were saying the memorable one, like the crazier one, I think it will be this. And then until then, I think at the fifth year already, the time that I started, I do t-shirt. Yeah, the second brand. So the second brand was an idea, you know, was thinking, we saw that there's a market to enter, you know, because 18 was doing something similar to Stone & Co, right? So it's like ready to wear. So if let's say there's a business model in terms of made to order, you know, like customization. Yeah. So I think it comes back to, you know, like number T was already crazy. Like it's already in the market, ma. If
For
you're talking
jersey,
about
lah.
right, jersey, ma.
Yeah.
You're talking about football. How long already football? You're talking about, let's say, hockey. How long already hockey? Like how long is sports? Is how long is this concept already, ma?
Forever.
If you're talking about it, right? It's
Yeah.
forever already. And then, but this thing is something that people feel very relevant. And then we came up with this customized concept, and then we just a very little tweak. It means this base concept that everyone have in mind already, we are not changing it, but to add a tweak of design, you know, inside.
So
And
what
then we
happened to
work on
the first
design.
brand? Sorry, you discontinue it or is still ongoing?
That time still ongoing, try different thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, then have different.
So it's an extension lah.
as an extension lah,
Okay.
I would say doing hand in hand together, you know,
Okay.
building it.
Still under the fashion category.
Correct.
Okay.
It's always been in the fashion
Yes,
category.
yes,
lah. And then doing it, and then after that we have a website to roll it, and then we did marketing, and then we did a very nice shoot, you know, internally. Have a few friends, influencer friends, and then including me as a model, and then we go out shoot, you know, just hang and then just go shoot. And that collection, then we launched, and then it blew up just by the first launch.
Wow, serious.
So crazy. But sometimes if you say whether so, you get what I mean, right? Sometimes a little bit of luck and doing the right thing, you know.
What did
and
you
doing
do right? What is your magic touch? Cannot be first time you hit jackpot, okay, but this is the second time around. There must be something.
But if you see the resemblance, I think it's consistently doing it lah. You know what I mean?
Something
Until
fresh.
you hit that collection, then you hit the jackpot ma, if you think about it. But in the fashion business, it's always showing collection what, right? Takkan like this year I show collection, 1 year I show 4 times. I show already, then 1 year, another year I show 3 times. And then I show 2 times. Sometimes I show 1.5 times. Like, then how you do it? The baseline also, you get what I mean? Like for example, podcast, man, like if you say you want to do every week once or 1 month once, and it's a difference ma, in terms of doing that, you know. So
Correct.
yeah, so I think we're doing it, and then until the right one, and then until that collection, you know, and then it's right in terms of, you know, the shoot, in terms of design, in terms of the marketing, you know, and then yeah, even the website actually. I think it shows me also in terms of what is e-commerce, you know.
That was in
The
2000.
2000
2015.
2012,
2012.
2011, 2012, like that lah. Yeah, was that early stage. So that time it was so crazy. I tell you, like I do t-shirt is another level. Akoi is like one stage. I do t-shirt is like, it's another stage. It showed me that this clothing business can be a business that a long term. You know what I mean?
When do you know it can be a long-term business? Like when you hit that jackpot, how many shirts you actually manage to sell?
Not say jackpot, is I do t-shirt at that moment of time. It's the second brand. And then and then it shows how crazy it can be. How crazy it can be is one day 300 pieces easily. Every day, you know. Every t-shirt you're selling at 160 something or 180 something straight up. And then this business model is different from other one. Is you take money first and then only you produce.
Pre-order.
So
and
this
the best part here is you don't even have a shop front.
Yeah, you don't need a shop front, but we got a kilang in that sense. We transform a home, and then we got a lot of stuff inside, do the printing day and night, and then got shift, you know what I mean?
So you manufacture it yourself?
Yeah, we even print it ourselves, man.
Until that level. I thought you got it from China.
No. I think that time, I haven't, I already went China, but haven't really full on China. I think at China at that moment of time, right? I think 10 plus years is you can go China, but the MOQ is super high. Now you say MOQ high but bro, it's not as high as 10 years ago
Correct.
10 years ago it's like simply one piece you say 1,000 piece also no one want to see you Really? 1,000 piece is I go back people back store by store until one store want to take my stock only I use him It's not like you want to use who supplier though, like because you only got this. But 1,000 pieces is a lot, you know. Actually, to just starting, you know what I mean?
SKU.
Yes, it's actually a lot, you know. Sell this one.
That time they want what's the MOQ? 10,000.
1,000. I mean, all they want like 3,000, 5,000, you know, 3,000 at least they only talk to you And then I try this 1,000, you know, then need to buy. Still screw up a bit, you know, things this and that, you know, but I think it's just changed so much the country. But I think like China now is different. You want quality stuff, you want cheap stuff, no more. You know what I mean? But you want good quality stuff, you can get it from there. You know, but it's different from last time already. So last time, because of that, right? Then we still want to do business. You don't have number, you cannot fight number. You fight number, you die faster. This one, right? True. So the only way is to source locally. So at the moment of time, what we do is we set up our own like t-shirt factory, you know. So I think on top of the SS15 shop is our factory. So technically all our t-shirts we produce ourselves. You know what I mean? Only the yarn is different. So we have a kilang, you know, in Malaysia, put the yarn from Australia, put it into the fabric, and then the fabric we put into our factory, and then we'll start the cut, printing, sew, everything package, and then we sell. So I think the whole process of doing just a t-shirt for us, I think at that moment of time, because I think we hit already, right? And then I think the money is from t-shirt. So I was thinking that I want to do it like KFC and Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? People say like, okay, you do the manufacturing line, no one can copy. Correct. So I think that's what we are doing now, you know. Impossible you can copy an exact Stone & Co for now. Because like we separated out, you know, for all of our production of the pieces just for a t-shirt. Maybe you see it's a t-shirt, but to come out a t-shirt inside the main pieces probably, you know, like there's 6 of it, you know.
6 steps
Yeah, like let's say 5 to 6, you know, like this 5 to 6, this thing.
Which are those 5 to 6 steps?
I mean tags, your size tags, you know what I mean, your seam, you know, your collar, the rib material. Because sometimes t-shirt, right, I think the most I cannot tahan one is t-shirt is very nice. Sometimes you love a t-shirt, like you go event and everything, right? And then you wear every night. And then until one night, right, you wear the shirt here still okay one. But collar. Here the collar become like the lotus like that, you know what I mean?
Loosen a bit.
Loosen a bit already. It's actually, I mean, maybe you wear it every day, but I mean, it still goes back to the quality of the rib, you know what I mean? So how tahan can it be washed, you know? So I think the t-shirt of Stone & Co technically, like if you wear, it can be for years 5 years at least.
Hand wash?
5 years.
Washing machine?
Washing machine 4 maybe. 3
Okay.
to 4 okay.
Understand.
Hand wash 5 to 6, no problem, confirm. Confirm, yeah.
So, okay, after that, you venture into your third brand.
Yeah, until then, and then I think I did this shirt, was a success. And then we go, and then venture into Stone, yes. And then while venture into Stone, that time I think we were going to, you know, this Malaysia last time, if local brand, now if let's say a place an event or an expo that they will put everyone together. Like let's say property, they will have a property expo, right?
Yes,
Things like that. Let's say fabric, they will have fabric or
we
expo.
used to run property expo.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah.
So for fashion or streetwear, there's one called Sneakerlah, in Malaysia, right? So before Sneakerlah, the only one is actually called Tempatan Fest. This Tempatan Fest, which is so mad, And then this Tempatan Fest inside is they will gather, right? Malaysians that local brand, but mainly shirts lah. You can say lah, streetwear. You can say shirt. Should say streetwear. Technically, supposedly, I think the fest is like any local brand's owner also can go in already. And then 1 year, they got a whole calendar. Every month they tour different states.
Do you have to pay to get in?
Oh, of course. It's like Pasar Malam like that lah. But you already signed with this Pasar Malam, this event organizer. They already do one tour.
No, as in, if for visitors
free. Visitor free. But to go to the booth, you need to pay. And then you need to commit how many states, something like that lah. So the time, like I have a lot of stocks and everything, right? Sell to friends and everything is too slow. The time I have no shop, the only way to sell to friends is like car booth,
Yeah.
You put behind your car and everything. The easiest way to sell your friend, right, is to your friend confirm say support So every time you see it, wait, wow, see you, the one very nice the t-shirt. And I say, okay bro, you like or not? You like, right? What is your size? You say L size, okay, later in my car booth.
You are lucky lah. So happen I got one size.
I got one in car booth, bro. Then I'll go in the car booth that I take, then sell already But the one is too slow. Like end up, you still need something faster, right? Yeah, things like that. Yeah, then until we got a website, And then after that, we go to the event. So Tempatan Fest was a place, on-ground activation where I started selling and also communicate and also speak to the customers, I suppose. And I think that event continuously we're doing for like 2 years, I believe. Concurrently, every 2 weeks or even every week actually. And then they will have a tour like that. So I think after 2 years, then our Malay crowd grew so much. Because I think in 2 years back, when I started there, right, I would be the only Chinese fella. Only Chinese fella. Which is, I mean, Chinese will go lepak, but I think even customers Chinese will be like 5%. It's like not even major. It's like the very little. So you say booth vendor the only one, literally only one. So I think I started making Malay friends, like to get into the community and everything. Then started from there you know what I mean? At that time still nothing to lose I got so much so much to learn. I just want a place like Pasar Malam because I was thinking to go Pasar Malam, there's no direction. A lot of people. But because we're selling streetwear and something a bit more cool, you need yen the target is also different. I go more cannot, expensive. So I need something more curated until this Tempatan Fest makes sense, So I think then I follow every of them, and then I think it blew up until the on-ground activation, and our online we still concurrently were doing it, and then that's how Stone & Co. Started as a movement as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So talking about Stone & Co. What would be the craziest story behind how you started Stone & Co. And was there a moment this will be the business that I want to do for the rest of my life?
The rest of my life?
At least the first part when you first started, what's the craziest moment you had?
I think the first craziest, I think I for Stone & Co. was lucky. I think you can say lucky or say experience, I would say, because the first two brands have already started as a brand, right? I think when the third brand, when you catch the wave or you get the momentum or you get the hang out of it, you will be able to ride it easier. You will know already, this is the wave.
You have two experiences.
Yes,
already.
two experiences already. Then on the third one, when you ride on that, I think it's like all the way up, when I start the brand and then we hit and then everything is right, you just go all the way up. And then like you said, where I dream, right? So that dream was, I think when running that, I was lucky that the momentum go all the way up. When you're in up, you don't know the one is up, right? So which I go down to say down later on is the MCO one later on. So when I go all the way up that time, right, you dream bigger and bigger. So whatever in Malaysia at that point of time, it's not enough already. So I started dreaming like, okay, Malaysia, want to be like best of Southeast Asia, something international, still a dream.
Already.
Correct. And then in Malaysia, you do so big already. And then I was saying, I want international already. You know what I mean? I want to do something out of Malaysia. I want to be an international brand. Things like that. That's the next goal. So I think when you fight for that, when you want to go for something bigger, you need to be ready for it. Then I guess with that sense, We went all in, man. Like then we go and find. Then we started in Malaysia. It's like the Tabatan Fest, the local punya fashion pasar malam or expo like that lah. And then we go find international one. So where is the international one? So the international one at that point of time, it's called Agenda Show. Okay, so
Where
Agenda Show is international one lah.
In Malaysia?
It's the international. No, it's in US, bro.
US.
You know where is it? Las Vegas.
Oh.
This is my first time. My first time also there. You know, because of the brand. So we
You
went over
all
there.
flew all the way.
Yes, bro.
Okay.
And then that time in Malaysia, you do so good. And then you in Tempatan Fest, you selling, you got so many supporters. You know what I mean or not? And then everything was right.
Let's make it
just
international.
Just pasar malam lah. You know what I mean? You sell, your sales is crazy, even better than a storefront. You know.
True.
So your say at the time is like you feel like unbeatable. I can. You know what I mean? I need to go international. You know. And then you go international, man. Like you felt that you just dream, and then you just replicate what you have done over here.
Sure success one lah.
Sure success lah. I can make it on.
Cut and paste only mah.
Cut and paste. You know, I will do it even more. I will do it like 80. I will gear 80%. You know, something like that. But you never expect. Sometimes you need a bit of timing. You need opportunity. You know, you need to see what is the timing that you copy and paste that thing lah, right? Mm-hmm. Some things is like strategy. When you use the strategy, when you start, or you cannot just you need to wait your moment and you use that strategy. Then only you can see the power. You know, things like that. At the moment, I think I don't understand this lah. I just felt that here can already, there is replicate, you know. And then we felt all in, then go there, you know, that all in until brought the whole team, man. Whole team. I think it's around 8 to 9, almost 10 lah. It's an easy 10 of us.
Wow, the cost also quite
10
high.
of us. Just to flew over, get a visa, US need visa. Get a visa, and then lease is 10 years already lah. No less than 10 years lah. And then get a 10 years visa, everyone fly over 100,000+. Fly back, total 200,000. But when you go that time, you count already but it's still gear more lah. It's actually 100 over 1,000 only one. But later on, still got some teammate, then visa fill
Okay.
and then you say teamwork and then you bring 10, then takkan one cannot, then continue. So you got all these hidden costs and everything, you know, in the thing, and then go up to 200,000. But before you go, there's a risk management, right? You were thinking how sui you tell me how sui?
How many stocks you bring over?
Okay. The business model there is different. To go, okay, I die also because of business model. In Malaysia, you prepare stock,
Correct.
we go there, do right marketing, we sell.
On the spot.
On the spot, and then you take cash, and then go back already, then on the spot, you know already you win or lose, The one, no, this one is wholesale. It's a wholesale business model, you know. Where in US, I think they are not so much, maybe the fashion is not so much B2C. B2C unless you open shop already.
I see.
Like Pandini or like things like that.
That event is B2B.
The one is B2B. Or I should say the scene in the market now is always B2B one. Mm-hmm. Or that's impossible for me to do B2C also. How we import all the stocks over.
Correct.
Very risky also.
Yeah,
so we do. Then we didn't realize whatever that we equip or we prepared, right, is only for B2C.
Oh.
We don't have B2B. So you got 3 days event. First day only you realize, B2B, you need the form, you need the catalog. You need how people fill in, how people show interest, they need to fill in, later you follow up, it's not straight away, things like that. You know, first one, until second day, only we done design, half day, put up the poster, 1.5 days to close deal, take the remaining. No, you go there is take experience, fall down. You know what I mean? Go there one round, and then everyone learn, you know what I mean? Then come back, right? I was thinking, how sure you can be? I prepared to do branding marketing, I always say, half. 100,000 come back can or not, you know. The 100,000 amount is like we go to Batam Fest or you go one hype is one Batam Fest, the most 2 Batam Fest 2 round 2 days can get ready, you know, in Malaysia hype, you know, that time. But you didn't realize this is new place right? It's new place, new timing, and then different business model, you know, come back zero, you know. Zero one shirt also don't have Wow,
why you choose that brand? Have you been there before?
No. Because everyone say good, and then everyone that we look up to or the brand that we see is also doing that. So you know what I mean, right? So when you see, you always see what people go. So I think sometimes in the decision, you still need to follow your own decision and instinct. It doesn't mean that people go with this way, they success with this way, then you can go with this way. True. Timing also different, right? But I felt that towards more relevant, it's like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And this is not just me, man. I think my my senior that time, I don't know whether you know this brand, Pastel Mota.
Oh.
Pastel Mota also OG, you know, it's very long, it's my 前辈 like that. So it's like hype like that. I think they are hype first and then them and then only me, you know. So they were so long in the scene, you know. Even before I go that time, I think 2 years back, they just went also. They just went Agenda, you know. So before I went, I actually asked him. I actually went to his office, speak to him, you know. Like, I mean, he told me lah, like it's not good for him either, you know what I mean? And then I go, I fall down myself, only I know how no good lah. I don't know, man. You could say I want to prove him wrong, but I mean, he told me already, if you think about it, you know what I mean? Yeah, not so easy.
Already.
But sometimes it's very hard lah. Sometimes your friend tell you, you know what I mean or not?
You still
don't. You also go down, you hit already, then only you know, things like that. So, yeah. So that time everyone was doing it, even the local or the people before me in the industry is doing that, you know. So I think that's the way lah, you know. Yeah, until they came back and then fall down into pieces. And then it resemble, you know, and then to get back up again few years time.
So what is the one lesson you learned from that?
One lesson, there's no copy paste, you know. Every time in life or every time in us running the business, you need to look at the timing, you know, the opportunity. Timing is very important, I think. So without the wrong timing, with the right strategy, it won't work as well. So and sometimes with the strategy, it doesn't mean that when is the timing that you use the strategy. Not every time you must, you know, silang and use all of the strategy, you know. It take years to slowly execute. Because I think for brand, when I start, it's like, you know, you want to show hand, you know. But until now, it learns that running a brand is like a marathon, you know.
It takes time.
It takes time. It's not going to take time. If you think about it, I mean the brand, or I mean the conglomerate that I look up to is LVMH. So it's Bernard Arnault, you know.
Yes.
So very early days, I think, before he even become the richest man, right? I really felt that I feel resemble, you know, on whatever he's doing. Then I study how he built his empire, you know, things like that. So he have brands, so you will see like, okay, then I started a few different branches, brand, test out, you know, things like that. But he stayed within his industry. So the price point, the group of customers, so his team can actually help him to replicate that, right? So things like that. So, yeah. Yep.
But for you lah, next on will be, you know, this is a very saturated market. Competition, I think new players keep coming in.
Correct.
I think every month you will have new players. So how do you differentiate yourself from the rest? What is your USP lah, so to speak, that position you differently from the rest?
I think it goes back to the marketing that we do, you know, or even the things, or even the strategy and things that we roll out in every day and every month, I would say. So how this business rolls, it goes with product, right? So every month we have new product. We already reach. So every month we need to roll out new product, new stuff for the customers, no matter how is it, you know. So there's a consistency there already. So when we roll out the new products now, I think it goes back to our expectation on how we roll out the products, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways, right? I can just print this, roll out like that, then picture also done, you know. So I think now, me and my team, we're working very closely on, you know, even this is small, there's no small or big, you know. Every time when we do something, it's a chance for us to go all out, you know. But sometimes all out, you need to go with sentiment, you go with your timing. So, but at least if you don't go, what is all out, it means need to be every time more than what you do last time. Last time, which is last month, technically, on how you roll out for your last month. A bit better, you know what I mean? Don't need like 100%, 2 times more, you know, things like that. Just 10%, you know, just merely 10% increase every month, and then every month we got something to do, man. Then in a year time, we are 100% big difference already, right?
True.
Comparable just by the consistency, lah. So I think that's what me and the team is doing now. I guess that we already get a gauge on how to run the business already. I think for the past 13 years, it's just to learning through that. I think in business, like in a lot of the industry, right, in like we perceive third party see like that, we thought that, only 2 steps. I need to have this team and this one. I can get this one, I can do already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe in fact, sometimes it's not like you see 2, maybe it's like 8, you know,
True.
8 pieces. You need to nail 90%, only you have success rate, something like that. So I think same goes to my industry, you know.
All industry the same.
I think all industry is the same, right? Yeah. So my one, I took like 10 years to really kind of, for now, I think that I kind of really understand really how it goes, you know, and then how we go bump and go further lah, you know, from here, like that.
That's why they say everyone has a plan until you get slapped on the face. But looking back okay, like what we say, this Stone and Crow, okay, the name itself is very unique. So we know it can be defined as, you know, trendy, a little bit of cool, a little bit of subculture of things. Yeah. But for you, why the name Stone and Co. and the story behind that brand?
I see. Okay, so mainly I think when we start that time, right, the brand, the brand itself. Okay, so when we started that time, it's just merely it's my third brand. So we want a word, right? Like what is the word? You know, to be a cool word. Mm-hmm. So that time, I think the people that we look up to, or the people in the industry that is doing Supreme.
Supreme. Yeah.
You know Supreme, right? Everyone knows Supreme. So Supreme is like the god lah. So they do this already. They show you they can be until like $1 billion company, right? So even this small niche company, we can be $1 billion company one day, you know. So they started doing that. So when I started all in, then I was thinking that I need a brand name that time, right? Then I think this Stone & Co. comes in. And Stone & Co. comes in is because we relate, right? In terms of, in this society, so mainly we want to break the perception, right? Of what people perceive on what you wear, you know, how do you look, or just by your first experience, you know. So I think this name,
first impression.
Yes, just by the first impression. So technically, don't judge the book by its cover, lah. You know what I mean? So by having that, right? So we want to build it into a name, right? Into a name itself, right? So it's more to. It doesn't mean that if you wear a Stone & Co. T-shirt, right, then you are a person. What kind of person? Then you are Stone or things like that. So I think this brand it become. Because like a streetwear brand, a niche brand, it needs to be a bit of rebellious. I think it goes back to when I started the name, like inspired a bit of, you know, there's one time, 10 years back, everyone is wearing FCUK. Remember the FCUK,
yes,
the French Connection, the t-shirt, you know?
Yes.
So you know what it resembles to, right?
Correct.
But the FCUK shirt was so crazy, you know what I mean? Everyone you just need a black and white. Like now the CK shirt like that lah, you know?
Correct.
So it's a bit of that concept, you know, that comes in. But end of the day, when we run the brand, we run with the culture and also the vision, you know, that we want to instill into, you know, like the youth and also our target market, our customers, what kind of story, you know, like that we want to nurture and also tell them. So every collection actually there's a story, you know, when we brought it down into a collection. Then during anniversary, we will talk it out all about what we want to tell, you know, things like that.
But for a lot of people out there, I mean, at what stage did you make your first million?
Oh, what stage?
During the 3 attempts that you started your business, at what stage?
I think I do t-shirt already millions. I do t-shirt is the one, right?
Which means the second one.
Yeah, the second one already show a big difference that it's a new market. And what I think that is not something that I really understand Pun comparable to the previous one, which is ready to wear, right? This is made to order.
Correct.
So hence it makes a big push in terms of having even the passion on understanding more in terms of the ready to wear, right? It could be a bigger one, right? But it could be also reflects back to, if you see currently I do t-shirt now, the brand is still there. The business model now is more towards OEM for brands, you know, or companies, or even like, let's say corporate companies, they will find us and then to design items, and we do design and produce for them. So for example, 7-Eleven, they want to come up with a premium merchandise. So like, let's say their Bandar Putri shop there, they have like a merchandise of 7-Eleven.
The corner.
Correct, yeah, the corner one.
Yeah.
So inside the merchandises, the one is produced and designed by I do t-shirt, so things like that. So we will do that lah. But if it's this topic you bring me back, by coming back, it could have been the sometimes when you do something you need to focus, right? I don't know whether if let's say I really focus back on I do t-shirt, it could go even bigger, right? But I do t-shirt, then I put focus on Stone & Co., right? Not together. Then I do t-shirt, then it changed back to, you know, what's the business concept now lah?
True.
You know, things like that. Yeah.
Streetwear you're talking about.
Because the business model that time is the concept of name and number. Okay, I tell you the down of I Do T-shirt. So it was be a crazy time for 3 to 4 years time, and then until I decided to change the business model, and then I focused more on Stone & Co. It's until the timing because the market is copying. So this concept is not your one, your brand is your one,
Correct.
Number T and having a design, not even your one, Some people of copying punya concept is so different. Some is like they copy your concept, number, name, design, and then they put their own design inside with their brand and then sell confirm cheaper than you and then to do that's one. The one, okay, I can accept. Another one is copy same concept, even the font, everything same, but they pull your drawing because your drawing you go patent you know patent at that level, and then every design not same, they pull big a bit and then put back there. So towards aesthetic is not so nice, but still got a concept and it's cheaper than you. It's cheaper. Not even a quarter of your price probably like 30 ringgit, 20 ringgit, something like that. And then they started selling. And then at that point of time, then I was like so angry, like people copying at me. I think it's the first time that's so crazy when things go viral, then people will pick up you know what I mean or not? Like good thing people sure want to talk about it Then I think I'm at the moment without experience and everything, then you are blaming other people, you know what I mean or not? This fellow copy me, wow, you see him, this one, then you copy, you complaining, also complain 2 years.
Means you are doing something right.
Right. I mean, now I see it's doing something right? But within that 2 years, I could have just do some changes right? I do 2 years changes, this thing could be a different The concept could still work, at that timing, and then change the business model. I think things like that.
Change the business model means put some branding into it.
I don't know, put more concept, play around it, name, numbers, things like that. But I mean, we will never know how it goes. It's just me thinking back, what I could have been doing better.
But for Stone & Co, do you all have counterfeit?
How do you go? So you go crazy. You go Kota. You go Kota a lot.
So how do you deal with that? Nothing much you can do, right?
I would love to catch you know what I mean?
I don't think it will work.
But it's not easy to catch, and whether it's hard to catch for now, to be honest. But I also at that one stage I was thinking, because I'm still a 10 years brand, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still, probably my baseline for now is like, if people copying your stuff at this point of time, it means your things are right, People want to push your things, and then your things can become money straight, you know what I mean or not? So there's no reason that me doing my business but I cannot get money, so I have to be looking at that way, right? So at this point of time, I can still looking at it as a marketing, because it's straight up, you sell so cheap and everything, you will know it. But like in Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, all this, we already keep complaining, ask them take down because the one is affecting for sure, things like that. But I mean, sometimes it's amazing. Your friend will say that then got one, let's say, Char Kway Teow uncle wearing one, and then it's like, hey bro, Char Kway Teow uncle wearing your stone. But the logo is big one, because our logo, the sizing, if you wear it, you will know Then I see this and bro, this is not man, But I don't know, man. Sometimes the people that wear fake don't even know it's stone. You get what I mean or not? They just want a t-shirt
True.
They don't even care what is your brand, So I mean, this thing is chicken and egg to me. Yeah, but sometimes I think when I see it, I feel it, whether it's real or fake, I feel very happy. It's like I find happiness from there, Like, or find, sometimes you want compliment, but compliment is not always from people, You can self to get the compliment, right? So I think these are the few areas that I see it, I'll be very happy, like, I'll take pictures, send to the team, things like that.
Because during the MCO time, we launched our mask brand, medical mask.
Oh, the mask brand. Okay.
Himalaya, Nutrovis, which with my partners. So what happened was a lot of counterfeits.
Oh.
They sell in Shopee, you name it all over the place.
Packaging, they can copy at the same.
100%. Because our
but
site
so
here
fast they can copy that timing. Because it was just a short frame of 1 year plus only, right?
Yeah, on the second towards the third year,
I see. Second, then they started copying.
Then we complained to all the authority.
Can they do anything?
Their hands are tied also. And the acts actually did not protect the brand owners.
Right.
So they can only fine you from the stocks that they confiscated.
Correct.
So so these are
the one is unless they got a whole factory line, they have a few goodie also like.
And the saman is based on that value
Yeah.
Actually, you know, a friend of a friend that they are doing counterfeit for Adidas.
Okay.
And he didn't even care. He paid for the saman every year, 100K. He said, so what?
I can imagine. I think he earned more lah. 100K.
Yeah, definitely more.
1 month close eye.
1 year, 100K.
Yeah.
I pay lah.
Easily lah. Pay tax only lah.
No harm done. It's like you know, a cost of business lah.
Yeah.
So, but these are the challenges
Yeah.
I'm sure. But of course, what would be the first hero product for Stone & Co? And what's the story behind it?
The first hero product. The first hero product I would say is the stone word lah. The stone word that you will see like everywhere, right? Like people will line up for the shirt. People will line up for this design, you know. People just resemble with the word and the design, you know. Just this word is equal to your brand, you know.
True.
That's so powerful. So at one point I felt that it's so powerful. At one point, like, because back then when you started the brand, right, you always wish one thing. When people say that when Tupperware, it doesn't mean Tupperware, right? Tupperware is a brand, but people say Tupperware is Tupperware.
Correct.
So I think at one point that design, that time I still cannot feel it, right? Then I think 10 years down the road, that word itself, Stone represent a brand already, you know what I mean or not? It's just
Correct.
a word, you know, like Apple is Apple, you get what I mean?
Correct.
So Stone, you know, like, and it became a brand, like people relate, it became like even brands collab with us, you know, like people that want
At
to
what
work
stage
with
do you
us.
know brand is this brand has made it? At what stage?
I think on the second year, when second year we opened our first flagship. On the third year we opened our first flagship store, which is the Subang one, the SS15 one until now. You know, so it's 10 years already. So that shop on the third year when we opened on that, and then the crowd. I think at that moment of time, industry is everyone. You say local streetwear brand lah. I mean, there's still more and more, but at that 10 years, that time, when you want to open a brand in social media to blow up, it's already not easy, of course. But to blow up already, to open a shop, and then you will choose where ma. So mainly people will choose in SS15.
Correct.
And then when you choose it, you want to open up and down, it makes a big difference. And then I think that time you take a whole block, you know, upstairs use office, downstairs I think we are one of the first streetwear that is in ground floor. Because I think we cost conscious wise, people would choose second floor, right? Yeah. But we were thinking that, you know, like just a bit of changes in strategy, you know. We have some costs implemented in a different way, but we need to market in a different way to get back the money, right?
True.
And this same like just hot pot, you know, hot pot game change. Last time it's like you just hometown, you know, like that can settle. Now it's like Hai Di Lao, what Su Da Xia, or you need to use that level, then you start the game, you know.
True.
But doesn't mean that the game don't earn money, ma.
Correct.
Right. I think when game change, it will evolution of it lah, right? Yeah. So I think we are part of the evolution, you know, of the streetwear, you know, where ground floor, you know, it's not big commitment, you know. I mean, you have better visibility, you need to have more consistent lah, right?
Ground floor
Consistent.
more commitment, rental wise.
For sure lah, more commitment ma. But I mean, without commitment, you need to be able, you pick that up before, you need to be able to more consistent on products, more consistent on marketing, you need to have more push lah, right? You cannot have the same as you doing on second floor lor, in that sense, right?
So how about shopping mall? Is that the future plan that you all have?
Ooh.
I know you all are in KLCC lah, under Isetan.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks. The one we
Yeah.
just opened. Yeah. That's after so long. Talking about shopping mall, I think my big four. This one a bit, you can say a bit phobia lah, as of for now lah. So my strategy shift will be still more to online as per se, you know. But I know that on ground is still a business, online and offline. Even in this era lah, you don't say need to come hand in hand.
True.
If you can become hand in hand, this is a business model for the future already for sure. But if cannot, then you will still, there's a problem lah, you know, in your business in scaling into any of the future, right? As a baseline, because social media won't die already ma, unless you tell me internet will be gone, you know.
True.
But I don't think this will be in the equation lah. So
How do you integrate these both?
So integrate that, I think need experience, you need a bit of strategy, you need a bit of time, like what we are learning now, you know. But I believe that the big fall is during the MCO that time. So MCO that time 2019, And then 2020 is Wawasan Duopolo.
Yeah.
So 2019 is July. I already signed 2 shops back to back. So during
where is it?
2019 November, October, I will start renovating lot 10.
Oh,
Okay? But at the same time, I already signed already. So 2020 March, I will sign Mid Valley. The one MCO 1 just finished.
Yes.
Okay, so the timeline, you know,
March
MCO 1
19,
and MCO 2 law, right?
Yes.
So MCO 1 is around January 1. So October I renovate, November I start the business, and then only do the business for 1 month, which is crazy. The first month we got 100 plus 150K already.
Wow.
For retail is crazy. That time is on traction already. Wow, say like I feel that nice already. January MCO. And then when MCO, you never thought that. I think no experience also. It never in my life.
No one experienced that.
I mean, correct. But I mean, it's crazy. Then I don't even know what strategy I need. You need to cut costs, you know, things like that. You need to pull handbrake. No, I still continue. And then in fact, that time supposedly on April, we're supposed to open in Singapore, Takashimaya. So I signed 3 places, you know.
Wow.
So when things happen already, go down the drain, I feel already, wow, this one falling already. And then I was telling myself, when things fall, you need to cut off, correct or not?
True.
And then I say, okay, now I got 3 balls. How much I need to cut? I cut 1 only, you know. I only cut Singapore. Of course, the Singapore one is, I tell you, the Singapore stock, I pay tax 25,000 already, ringgit. It's already reached under custom. Still
pull back.
Pull back, rather pull back. Because you just liao the 25,000 ma.
Correct.
Others, I feel that I can still fight back lah. Because in KL, because that time I scared Singapore is, I'm not based in Singapore. If my staffing and all, I cannot control.
And you just building there lah.
And then I just started only, we just started signing and all. I thought that I can remotely start a small shop in Takashimaya like I said, like that all. So I haven't started renovated also one. Okay, so the one done already. So first time I cut already, I said that, okay, so I still got 2. I said that, okay, now I think stable. And then go in. And I go in, and then I think MCO 1, I still don't know. And then when MCO 1, then MCO 2, when just done already, is March already. And then Mid Valley sent me a letter. Say that, okay, you need to start renovating by April. He give me a letter, May I need to start renovate already.
Okay.
1 month only, you know, less than 1 month. And then you already lose money a lot already. But that time we don't even know got MCO2.
True.
For me, that time I'm running the business, I feel still got one so long one, 6 months.
Okay.
I think I want to prepare, I want to fight back this war, something like that. And then I renovate. He asked me to renovate. I say your 1 month start from now. And then I start already renovate. Renovate, finish, come back, MCO2 kick in.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. This one, all in, this one. I think when that time still not so pain, man. That time you still have cash flow because you get loans from banks and all to all in this thing.
Correct.
But it's just that time, if I look back, right, it's the time that is danger line, bro. Like, your cash flow is tight. Because normally you start the business, you throw already 1 month, you prepare marketing plan, full on that month, sure get back money, ma. This one, after 3 months or so, you still close shop. And then that time in the malls, right, they want you to pay, you know. The discount, no discount one. So, I mean, other mall, lot 10, thank you, still got discount. Mid Valley one, also got discount, but their level is you pay first. You got pay, later you ask for discount, you email me, I can give you discount. If you don't pay now, later you ask me,
I won't give. Oh.
You want to pay or not?
I pay, I might not get it.
Yeah. You don't pay, you lucky don't get, bro.
Uh-huh.
They lucky then they give you the you still need
The
to pay
saman
saman and all those.
Yeah.
But you still haven't earned money, then you bought already. And then one time, then only realize that in business you need stock, you need to do, and then everything fall out at once. I think that time still don't know. Then I think subsidy, government still have a lot. Sentiment of people still good.
Yeah.
That time I still can do online. I throw discount.
I think online doing well, right?
Online doing well actually. Online is the one that save, but cannot save the whole thing lah. Because I think I step it into the retail already. So the burning that side. If I still remain online, probably yes.
I see.
But I think even the sales is not enough to cover the OPEX of the company lah. Just to say that lah.
But when you say retail means basically your only cost will be the rental lah.
Rental staffing then with the rent, and then you want to have shop that time you need to pre-buy stocks ma.
Correct.
Pre-buy stocks and then renovation there is the liao one already lah. Because one shop total I spend 1 million, right?
One shop 1 million.
No, two shop.
Okay.
600, 400. So 600 for lot 10, 400 for Mid Valley.
Mid Valley.
Yeah, 1 million gone. and then thought that okay later never mind 1 million you use how long 1.5 year ROI
6 months get back.
no, well the thing is you can't even tahan 3 months lah. Come on,
Correct,
if you really look at that, man, it's crazy, you know. Then only I realized that I really don't understand the retail. It doesn't mean that you success online then you understand retail, right? The retail is a different game. And then I think after MCO, you know, and then after I think the subsidy of government all cut down, you know, until the past 2 years, then I can see the whole market is slow already. And then I think with the wrong decision and everything, I think everything stumbles down, you know, not in my way, not in my direction, you know. But people around me still telling me good things. I think because with the hype of a streetwear brand, when you good time, that time you know, man. But when you're falling down, that time you will feel it, right? You know already, one. You cannot already. You're the first one to feel it. But people around you still see the shine around you, you know. Wow, this one's still good, you know. Yeah, so I think I decided to, I need to find, because I can't even find where's the hole, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Because everywhere is a hole.
Everywhere is a hole. Save who first? You get what I mean or not? There's so many things to save though. Like, save until I own self jump down. You know what I mean? Sometimes you think like, man, should I just jump down, you know? It's crazy. So until one time, then I take a cut, you know, and then of not renewing these 2 stores, you know. So go back to square one. Because I was thinking we started as social media, you know, started from internet, right?
True.
So is it we should go back to the root and understand the internet world, you know, but at the same time, or even just to say that to be the best in that world, you know, but at the same time to still continue learning in this retail world by our pace lah, you know what I mean? True. Not just to baseline to see, you know what I mean, like the big one, like what? Like, you see Panini, how many space, how many, you get what I mean?
True.
It's not to put in context, they are the OG lah. Business model also different already, right?
True.
Yeah.
So how have celebrity and influential collaboration, because this is something that Stone & Co is doing very well, help skyrocket your brand? And how do you choose who do you work with?
Okay.
And we are also very glad to have the collaboration between this girl group CoreX with Stone & Co.
Yeah. I think CoreX is one of them. Very good example. I think CoreX with us for 2 years plus for now. Early days of CoreX.
Yes, very early days. Yeah.
Just to say that time, I think we see a resemblance of CoreX in the girl group. You know, like I think the success story before that is Defam, and then Dollar, and then CoreX. I think we also supported before Defam, even Dollar, and even CoreX now. Right. But I mean, in a lot of era, there's a lot of new brands or new things that is coming up, right? So I think in terms of you say how to celebrities and influencers, to us, they are friends. They are our friends and family, right? Some of it, you know, is to link it through like good friends, like, hey bro, can you intro me, things like that. If not, I think as easy as, you know, to just break down into pillars for us. These are the few pillars that we think that, but it should revolve around the brand, that what we love and what it can brings back to the branding, I suppose, right? So you will see a lot like people that we support mainly, like CoreX is music, right? Music, acting. So no matter what, you are in the cinema, you know, you are in the drama, you know, TV like that. I mean, that's a skill set, right? True. And then you show the world what is a different thing about you, and then you can change the world. I think these are the things. And then dance is a very big part. So we supported, we hold like dance competition, you know, like Astro Battleground. We did one Astro Battleground as well. And then we supported like a different international battleground gigs as well. So dance is one of them. Sportsmanship, I think anything relate to Malaysia flag that we think is relate lah. So that's why you
patriotism
see patriotism as I think it's because with Malaysia. So if you see, actually you say what are the t-shirt, we got one t-shirt is Stone & Co Malaysia. If you realize that t-shirt is one of the hottest selling. Okay, why you want to do that t-shirt? When we start with streetwear brand, that's why I told you it's Supreme. You need to be very cool, very yang. So it's a storyline. So I think at that era, there's a lot of way that you can say your brand. So it's either you say that it's founded in US or it's founded in London, you know, or Paris, you know, things like that. It's just that you set up a company, whatever way, you know, whichever story works for you, you know what I mean? But at that era, is everyone will use overseas, you know, London, you know, like Paris.
Even Malaysian brands, some
Malaysian
of it
brands.
also.
Yes,
they
yes, yes.
say from London.
Yes, correct. But they really got the body register and all those to put that story in place
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good is the effort in telling that. But at that point of time, I was thinking like, why do people say Malaysia though? Like Malaysia, I feel is quite king, right? And then at that timing is I just came back from Australia, like I told you just now, right?
Yeah.
So I felt that a Malaysian, we are very, very equipped and powerful. You know what I mean? I think we are very cool in terms of any place. So that's why I started the Stone & Co Malaysia shirt. And then the Stone & Co Malaysia shirt is the one that blew up like crazily. Like people resemble with the shirt, people just want to wear with the shirt, and until now, so like let's say we got a Thailand edition, and then KLCC we got a KLCC edition, like Sabah we got a Sabah edition for our store, things like that. It become like a hard rock cafe,
True.
People need to collect the shirt, and then only available in that store,
That's the DNA I think.
Yes. So just now I was saying working with the people, so we go with all this culture, like even motorsports, we support in everything that we love, in their movement, on what they want to do and create, I think, meaningful content together. And I think we grow with them, right? And then we have a manager, just to really take care of the relationship, of these friends and family with the brand, right? What they need, what's coming up, what's things that we could do. And, to grow it together, because end of the day, I think it's just timeline, right? I think to us, as long as we work with the people that got heart or really know what they're doing, or as long as they continuously doing the same thing consistently, at least, I feel the success rate is actually very high.
They will get somewhere.
They will get somewhere, man. It's just a percentage of timing, or
And
just
luck,
need like a bit of luck, like opportunity. If fast, maybe 2 months can. If not 2 years, you get what I mean. If not long, also like 5 years. You know what I mean.
Alright.
So I think it's within years' time, like we can see everyone bloom. But when you bloom, and then the person is still relevant to you, I think that's the best. That's the best story, really, ma. Story how people relate.
Connection was built
connection,
before they
it's
were
way
somebody.
before. You know what I mean? It's not that he wear my stuff only. He represent no man. He's the lifestyle. He's like part of the brand. You get what I mean? Like we are part of it. Like sometimes event he will still come and show face. It's more than that already. I feel
Like a
so.
family.
Yes. So I think the relationship, with them is very, very, very important.
Where do you benchmark when you first started Stone & Co?
Dream is supreme. If you say, but because it's Dream, it's $1 billion company at that time.
Until
Then
today
I saw,
until
billion,
today.
man. I think
Yeah.
now more than billion already. Because at that time, 5 years that time, then Songam, the Vans company, the Vans company, Timberland and everything, they bought 51% of the Supreme's company share.
I see.
For 500 million. So technically, valuation 1 billion already.
Correct.
Yes, I think now it's more than that. But if you say Dream is supreme, baseline I would say is Kith. There's a brand called Kith, KITH,
From
US.
US.
It's very powerful. They collab not just with brands, right? Like with even influential people, like LeBron James with BMW, with things like that relate to the culture. It's not just mean luxury, got money, like it's the culture of streetwear, like let's say motorsports, cars, music, things like that, in terms of how to build the brand.
So what would be the 5 years plan in the horizon? What's in store for Stone & Co? What do you intend to bring Stone & Co to the next milestone?
I guess the next milestone would be, being able. I still have the international dream, as per se. Although, trying to go overseas and everything. But I guess even with the fall and all, I think the dream is still there. But I guess that now I'm clear that how to achieve the dream. It's just not a matter of that I need to do it now. Like it can be within my pipeline. Within 10 years time, I will reach there. Or my 7 or fast with some opportunity, probably 6. Things like that. So I think I'm putting my footstep. Even for me, my team, and also the brand itself into a scale like that. So yes, before going there, I think the result, within 10 years time, definitely international or global. But what do I mean by international? It will be even the Western one, the Western coast. So I think us as an Asian brand, being influential at Southeast Asia, I think this is my first step. Like, but the global is the global is end dream lah, because you're in Asia, that's why you want to go Western lah. So, but also I think streetwear itself is a very Western thing. You know what I mean? Like the DNA itself and everything is from the US hip hop, R&B culture. You know, this kind of music, this kind of thing, right? So that's why I felt that I kind of belong to there too, you know. And I hope that it can just go there, right? But it takes time. So it will start from now Malaysia. I think for the Malaysia now, we just need to go even stronger. And then I think followed by Southeast Asia, hopefully, you know, in a few years' time. So let's not go so far. We'll be the best of Southeast Asia, you know. And then I think next phase, then we go Western, you know. And then it's still not too late either, right? But I think marketing-wise, you know, showing love, you know, working with different people, I think virtually or online, we can still work in a lot of ways. It doesn't need that you need to be a presence, that your body or your shop need to be there. So I felt that I want to try it this way, you know.
More collaboration.
Yeah, more collaborations. So we will have more international brand collaborations. We did locally as well. Yeah, so we will work with in another country one, you know, like another country in streetwear, you know, not just corporate, right? So when they do events, how do we go over there and do, how they can come over and do, I think more cross collaborations. I think this will be now the fastest way to grow I believe because I think this industry reach until a level, because industry will grow bigger and bigger, right?
True.
It reach until something that you need a bit of spark, you know, or you need a bit of something fresh, you know, like, you get what I mean? Same like the hot pot one.
True.
Like everyone go there, take corner lot, do something, change name, also cannot change color.
Correct.
You need someone to change the game, you know, like give a different service. Like, I think same goes to our industry right?
For your industry, what will be the game changing things that will be happening in 1 or 2 years time? Because you have been from 13 years ago until now, you have seen so many changes, so many evolution.
Yeah.
So probably for you, what would be in the horizon of 12 to 24 months time? Or maybe this year, what are the things that is in trend?
I mean, the game changing, looking at it, I guess will be, you know, now to really start this thing, I believe it's even when people say that, oh, a lot of people jump into the scene, a lot of people will jump into the scene where there's a good timing and where there's money in it, right?
And there will be as many people jump out of the scene also.
Correct. There will be a lot of people failing too, right? But I guess this timing will be the best timing where social media is not fully 100% adopted, as you say, right? Or you say sales channel online, or even you saying Shopee, Lazada, TikTok even, you know, things like that. These things are growing things, you know. So I guess we are at that era if you're talking about it, people will say that, oh, now you do even just say podcast, or even just say reels, or even just say do story video, or even just start your Instagram account, you know, or Facebook group, or even a TikTok account. Even TikTok is now I feel it's the earliest one, but people still say it's very late. You get what I mean?
Oh, it's still the earliest stage.
To me,
okay.
If you put into context, the social media platform, into all of the platforms, what are the still earliest one is TikTok, man. TikTok is the last of the game, TikTok, Xiaohongshu, this one, if you're talking about it, Other than that, then it will be that time still got Line, Instagram, then got a bit of the time MCO, people go the voice room, the one, something
Clubhouse,
like that, Clubhouse,
yes.
you know, also die, things like that. So a lot of things emerge and close down, right? So I think that, you know, we need to know where is the market going, you know, but also even we are growing older and older, right? But sometimes because I feel how to be relevant in this industry, right? Sure. Which is very hard, right? And in this social media thing, a lot of things, you will never know what's the next thing, but to hop on it onwards. I mean, which is also something, sometimes you feel, you hop in until so much, until how much you can hop in though.
What is in trend today could be out of trend tomorrow.
So I felt that even you cannot hop in, because initially when I hop Clubhouse, that is the realization of me, I want to be in everything. But I think at this era, probably before you hop in everything, right, you already know what are the it thing, you know, what are the big thing, you know what I mean? Instagram, you know what I mean? TikTok, for sure, you know, Xiaohongshu, you know, if the one you can do it last, you know, at least Instagram, TikTok, you need to make it work, correct or not? Find a way, man. Like, even in this tool, I think it's still very early, you know, in a lot of ways. Because I see it, like even my son, right? My son now my children is 8 and 5, right? And then I imagine now, my son 18 years old is 10 years only, looking at it now.
True.
It's 10 years from now. So I run my business 13 years, so it's just another one round only. And then it's a whole new different generation already, right? So why are we thinking in terms of, then if you think it back, then in my children generation, 18 years old, even now, right? I think the social media itself is like a passport already,
It's a
or
must.
it's
You're
like I
born
see
with it.
now. I think when I started that time, because I see it early days of social media. So that time, you remember even my parents and everyone, right, would say that, auntie, uncle, no one open Facebook account. Until after MCO, you realize?
Yeah.
The uncle, auntie. Now people say what Facebook, old people inside.
Old people. Yeah.
But social media is got people, is where you target those people. Still got people watch, It's still people
That's
inside.
why they say last time Facebook, every time is happy anniversary, happy birthday.
Yes,
now it's all RIP.
Yes,
those kind of
I
things.
mean things like that. But I mean all these platforms we need to understand because it still connect people in a way, right?
True.
It's either you connect it on ground, which you still need to find a way, or online. I think is something that we need to learn on the go, right? If
True,
not, like
true.
with the world changing bigger and bigger, I think we need to be able to work around it in some way.
That's true.
Yeah.
So for Stone & Co, do you think this is a brand that matters?
I mean, of course, man. I think it matters a lot. I think the whole context of we want people that wearing Stone & Co, right? It's like a belief or it's even a movement that if you wear Stone somehow, you won't even seek the validation or anything, right, from outside anymore. I mean, that's the goal, I think throughout the process, or even with the wording inside the shirt, or even like the quotes, or even like the story when we tell out, right, it's something like that we want to instill in terms of our fans and our customer, which we call Stone Squad, So all these people, they have a different stage of life,
Correct.
Probably you just came into your teenage years. So probably some people is like they are working already, or even like they have kids already, and then they want to dress up young, and then they feel that they wear already, I cannot my age like that, I still wear, man, you gotta give people laugh, things like that.
Alright.
But I felt that at that day when you're willing to try and wear already, at the moment, right, you don't even care already. But it's not that moment straight away, understand
True.
While you're wearing, while you're finding your own style,
Your own identity.
and identity, right? Then you slowly realize that you don't care what people say already,
True.
But I would think this thing is definitely something a bit more special, something more cool, something more topic for sure. You know what I mean? That's why we are doing the marketing. That topic inside got good and bad, So I believe it goes back to you like you know what I mean? Or not? You like our stuff. You sometimes is the people that talk is the one that don't really wear right?
True.
So I think main goes back to the design and everything. The one I think is gold. We hope that they can get this feeling, You don't need to find validation outside. But also at the same time that, that the quality itself speaks already. You don't need to, there's no way you can change. You will still wear Uniqlo, bro. You get what I mean or not? You will wear Uniqlo in this timing only. And then other timing of your life, you will still need other shirts. You will still be wearing Stone & Co.
Understand.
In that context. So I think that's what we're trying to, perceive to them. Yeah.
One last question, bro. Okay, let's say one of our listeners would like to embark on this streetwear business. What would be the one single most important advice that you can give to him?
I think dream big, definitely, but the dream and also the execution on doing it and starting it, I think it need to be small, right? I think same goes to this business, or any business is like a marathon, right? And then I think for business itself is creating new products, fresh products, or fresh ideas, or fresh identity, You need to nail this in every time of your collection. So I think let's pull down, really think about it, in the long term. How do you continuously still doing this or providing this value to your customers, right? I think that's the goal. And then you continue dream. And then while doing that, then I think you can baseline on your footstep. And then I think while the brand is longer, and then the brand is sustainable, you can find your own way. Sometimes a bit of opportunity will just kick in, right?
True.
On that moment of time, right? But I felt that we know that in this, or during my experience of these 13 years, right, a lot of in and out, right? But I tell you, a lot of moment of time, or you can say based on experience when I see, right, I felt that the one that left the game, we say easy by percentage. The one that left in and left the game within 2 to 3 years time, it should be 70% like that, which is a lot. But I felt inside the 70%, right, 50% of them, which is 35 to 40, in fact, or 60% of them, right, is super potential. Super potential in what? It means potential in something already, which is before they start that thing, they already have a decent cash flow in terms of producing a product, right? But it's just the way on how you spend the money, on start the thing, you know. Sometimes what you see people do is after 10 years, then only they do this,
Correct.
You get what I mean? They don't nail during this,
True.
So you cannot first thing then you just say I want to do his 10 years job, right? Things like that. I think you need to put in context, and then when you're able to put that, then I think the brand will grow one day, you know, and then while having that. And
one
then
baby
day
step at a time.
Yes, and then one day with the right opportunity, then you grab it. Then you grab it all in the one, something like that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, good advice. Yeah. So with that, we wrap up this episode of Brand That Matters.
Okay,
again, thanks Andrew for your time and sharing.
Thank you so much.
See you guys again.
See ya.